Back here at home today, protesters gathered to announce a multi-claim lawsuit against the city of Seattle and the state of Washington. It accuses both of failing to protect protesters against foreseeable harm. The lawsuit includes a wrongful death claim filed by the family of Summer Taylor. Taylor was killed by a driver who crashed into a crowd of protesters marching on Interstate 5. The freeway was closed, but that driver was able to drive up an exit ramp. One protester behind another claim talked about this moment when he tried to stop a car that drove into a crowd on Capitol Hill in June. The driver shot him.
The police had barricades to protect themselves, but there were no barricades to protect my fellow protesters who also serve the city, who are sons and daughters, mothers and fathers, people whose lives shouldn't be on the line, in fact safe when they are protesting.
Protesters also condemned the police for crowd control tactics like tear gas and blast balls. They claim they cause injuries including bone contusions, an amputated thumb, nerve damage, and cardiac arrest. A spokesperson for the city attorney's office told us they plan on investigating the claims and defending the city. We're still waiting to hear back from the state of Washington.